And welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had a nice little break. That was an accident of the music, but it was fine. You were all getting up, stretching, and getting snacks anyway, so easily fixed. If you just joined, we just finished a fun little battle with some goblins and some manticores after the group successfully defeated them, and Vin was nowhere to be found at the time. But Valken and Bryn are currently eating lunch with their new kobold friend, Meep. And that is where we will start right now.
Where are these tracks leading? I don't wait. You guys, what are you doing here?
Hello. When are you eating lunch?
I
want some of this bread?
Yeah,
Who
come
are
on
you?
over and get some food.
Oh,
no, not you two. Who's you? You? Yeah, the purple one.
This is a friend. This is friendly.
Oh yeah, she's a friend. Just like
This is a purple kobold.
I
She
show
may or may
fire
not
in
be
my
a
hand.
ghost.
next to her.
I show fire in my hand.
Don't set her on fire.
I will ask again.
I'm gonna
Who
scurry behind a rock and poke my head out.
Whoa. We're all
I
friends.
dissipate the flame. I've been tracking this creature for I don't even know how long. It led me to you guys, which is really weird that I left you guys and now I'm back to you guys. And you know what? We don't talk about it. What's going on?
Was it the manticore things over there? The dead ones?
Oh yeah, we killed those. You missed all the fun. You could have set them on fire. I mean, you could still set them on fire if you really want, I suppose.
After being threatened, I'm gonna slowly try to go away from everybody. like I'm gonna just kind of try to take my bread and kind of.
Do we notice?
I'm gonna assume we notice.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to be stealthy.
Alkin's just like, oi! You're just gonna take our bread and leave?
Oh, look, I just have to. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could still help, but like, you're not gonna kill me after I help you, right? Because
no,
that's kind
we're
of
like good guys.
Yeah, we don't kill good guys.
Don't do that, Vin.
What's in your eye? Do you have something in your eye?
We don't kill good guys.
Or is your eye okay? Is her eye okay?
Yeah, she's fine. Well, actually, I don't think she's fine, but she'll be fine.
No, I'm just joking. I won't mess with you probably. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, maybe stay 10 feet away from her at all times, though. Sometimes she just, like, explodes in fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind the monk. Just kind of. Okay. Well,
She said, this little one, she said that she saw some people up here and it might be the group we're looking for. So she was going to show us where they are.
Yeah.
In exchange for bread and for not killing her.
Not killing her. Got it. Noted.
Yep.
Checked. Marked. Not killing her.
She casts magic. We saw her do some magic things, and she can do weird like things where she just disappears for no reason, sort of like you. Oh yeah, by the way, Ron just disappeared.
Oh, I wonder if he was
Pixies
tracking
have
the
him.
same tracks I was. We got split up,
No,
so
he was just with us, and then like poof, he was not. So we're pretty sure it's Pixies again.
Oh, the Fae.
But this means he might come back with more mushrooms. Just saying.
That
So
would be
Vin,
ideal.
you were looking for tracks and kind of following them. You saw several small humanoid tracks, some claw marks in the ground, several large tracks, like feet prints, as you were off on your own. But as y'all are finishing up your lunch and formally meet each other without hurling fireball at one another, it is just afternoon. You all get a short rest. It's just been an hour. What do y'all do?
We're gonna let Meep lead the way to the potential people that we're looking for.
Yeah, so
as I walk around and stuff, and I guess am leading them, I am trying to stay in shadows as much as possible.
sure.
Like, also in a playful way, like I might hop into a shadow, just try to not let the sun hit me.
So, you all, let me ask you this. Are you going to move at a fast pace, a normal pace, or a slow pace?
Do we have any reason to believe we need to be moving at a fast pace?
You know that the Rangers and Scouts were sent 10 days ago and were overdue by a day, which the general had said never happens, ever, unless something's wrong.
Right, but okay. I think normal pace personally, but
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if there's like a difference in traveling at the different paces. Like,
There
or,
is.
or do we gain an
So,
exhaust or something?
At a normal pace, you can go normally 24 miles in a day. Since you're in difficult terrain through the mountains, it's going to be half that, so 12. Fast pace, you can go normally 30, which will be halved into 15 right now. When you're traveling at a fast pace, your passive wisdom scores are at -5. If you travel slowly, you can normally go 18 miles, which would be 9 in half here. But if you travel slowly, you can use stealth, but you're significantly slower. The only way you'll get exhaustion is if you push past 8 hours of travel in a day. It's a forced march, so it's a little different than how fast you move.
so we could do the quick then. Like, I don't know. I don't really
Up to you.
understand. I guess.
Yeah, wisdom doesn't affect me for my spells, so if we go wisdom, I'm Gucci.
Just
I
let's
also
go-
don't know
we'll
what
go
else
quickly.
is in the mountains either.
Oh yeah, if we go quickly, does that mean we're moving more loudly? You said.
Yeah, you can't stealth when you move
Let's
faster
do
normally.
Let's do normal, because I don't want to die.
There's a lot
Okay.
of things up here that are not too great.
Okay, that settles it. We'll move at a very normal pace and try to
Mhm.
be careful.
Okay.
Got you. So you push forward. Give me a survival check, Vin, or whoever's gonna be leading the charge. If it's Meep or Vin, whoever wants to do that.
If Meep is leading us, I'll let Meep do it. But maybe I can assist Meep with like me knowing about everywhere.
Yeah, being an outlander and kind of familiar traversing typical terrains. But yeah, go ahead and I'll let you roll with advantage, Meep,
Okay.
with the help and that you're from here. So
That is a 19.
perfect. Yeah, so you don't lose any time. It's still difficult. You're not going to travel as far as you normally would on the plains or a road, but you make it up until about in the evening. The sun is starting to get kind of low in the sky. Up to you if you want to press on or try and find somewhere to rest. Maybe here just on the trail or in a cavern. Up to you. We'll have you do a survival check to find a nice place to camp.
Are there any caves nearby that I know of?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a survival check, and we'll see where you
Okay.
can make camp and if you know any good places.
22.
22. Yeah. So you can find. This one's not really a cave, but it's almost like a narrow kind of like, not quite a crevasse, just like a crack in the stone of the mountains, which you can kind of all huddle in there. As opposed to it being like a wide and cavernous, it's like as wide as a person, but kind of continues back for 15, 20 feet. So you can rest here with relative ease, and you're out of the way of the trail. So as long as you keep your fire low, you won't easily be spotted.
Cool.
All right. So are you all planning to rest here?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think so.
I'll share some more food with our new friend.
Do you have more bread?
I sure do. It's a little bit like a dry, like what the sailors kind of eat the bread, but it's still bread.
I don't know, but I will take it.
It's very hard. That's all I'm trying to warn you about. You can suck
it's
it in
called
the healing
hardtack.
tonic if you like. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm gonna soak it in my healing tonic so it's mushy, and then eat it.
I'm just gonna take my cleaver
It's
and
really good. It's like really good. Actually, it adds like a lot of flavor. It's real strong.
We could put some honey on it for you.
Oh, that probably would have been better. You tell me now. You offer the honey now. Thanks, fucking. I already
That's
ate the
me.
bread.
Me.
Mimi's with. I think Mimi was with
Oh,
Ron.
it's me with Ron.
You said you were taking Mimi at the beginning, Bryn.
Oh yeah, I have her. Oh shit.
Was
she
that
probably
before
ate all
Ron
my
disappeared
things.
though?
Yeah.
what is the Mimi?
I'm gonna pull Mimi out and sit her
Mimi
down on the
is
floor.
our pet mimic.
So
She's
Bryn pulls
just an
out
item that eats things.
a
Don't use the
bar
M word.
of
Don't use the M word.
Oh, I mean, just a limit. Yeah.
Yeah,
pet
she's
limit.
a limbic.
Hmm. Very rare.
Bryn pulls out a bar of metal that kind of looks gold and silver, sort of kind of etched through it, kind of just like a mixture. It's quite large, heavy, and sets the bar on the ground in front of you.
And I sort of drizzle some honey in front of it on the ground.
So you see when the honey is drizzled onto the ground, you see the bar kind of bisect in the middle, almost like a mouth. And then you see short little legs and arms sprout from it, and little beady eyes kind of flip through the metal bar. And you hear a familiar voice just say, "More! More!" And it goes and just starts licking up the honey on the ground with just this large, grotesque tongue in one kind of swoop. It's honey, dust, rocks, all of it.
I scurry against rocks and have my meat cleaver.
And Mimi turns to look at Meep and goes, "Ah!" and points, and then kind of gets down in a stance and like opens his mouth wide and looks at the meat cleaver, and then looks at Bryn and Vin and Valken, runs behind Vin and turns back into a bar.
It's okay. This is friend. Mimi is like a little baby. It's a baby one. You don't have to worry. She really just likes to eat honey. We haven't had any problem. Well, she likes to eat all foods. So just like don't leave food unattended, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, honestly, if you leave food unattended, me or Valken or Vin are going to eat it anyways.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think you guys are really weird.
Oh, thank you.
Grin, that's not a compliment.
Oh, I mean, thank you. Anyways, you want some honey?
Huh?
I want the honey, but I'm a little freaked out. Yeah, on the bread, right?
Yeah. It's very good.
Okay. I take it and I go very far away from the whatever that was.
It looks like an Electrum bar sitting on the floor behind Vin.
Yeah. Very, very far away. In the corner.
So, I would like for you all to give me some watches. So we typically do 2. So if you're going to be in the first one, let me know, or the second one, you can roll some perception checks. If you do not have dark vision, you have disadvantage. Another quick thing for you, Vin, is you are all in the high altitudes of the mountains, climbing even higher. So food is an issue. They had bought some extra rations, and with you being an outlander, kind of how we talked about, I will let you roll to forage, and it would be a disadvantage because normally no one would be able to find anything up here without scrounging.
Sure.
But I do have rations if you need some. So,
But we'll do that the next day since you were following some tracks today. Okay, so who was on the first watch?
I'll be on the first watch.
I don't have dark vision.
Me
So I don't know how we
either.
want to do that. Okay.
I
Oh yeah, you don't need to sleep, so you can do 2 watches, right?
1.5-ish, but yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
I can take one. I have dark vision. So
Yeah, but we just met you.
yeah. Oh, that's fair. That's really fair.
I'll do second watch with this little meep one, just to be safe. You know, like
So what, me and Vin on the first watch?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
are your
I
perception
feel
rolls?
safe with that. Oh, hold on. What do I add?
And disadvantage for Vin.
Oh yeah. Darn it. Would have
Is
been a
perception right?
21.
16?
Hold on. Let me see what this one is. Okay, that's even better. Okay, so I'll take the 21 because that was a 20. So
Nice.
we rolling good today, boys.
well, apparently now we are. You missed all the bad rolls.
So, with those rolls, you kind of are keeping watch, and there's not really a whole lot to look other than just up and out as this kind of crack in the mountain extends quite a bit. But as you kind of take your first watch, and you can hear just the wind howling outside of this little cavern here, or this little thin crack in the rocks, and the first watch is uneventful. On to the second watch. That would be Bryn
Second
and,
watching?
yeah.
Is that us?
Bryn
Yeah,
and
so
Meep.
I'm just going to sit there and retie my braids with my pink ribbon that they got and just like kind of hanging out awkwardly.
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking my little feet on a rock. Like I'm like on a rock, but I'm short, so my feet are just dangling.
Oh, you're really
so-
short.
You really tall?
That's true.
Yeah.
Are most of your people like short like you?
I'm a little smaller, but
Hmm, I'm a
yeah.
little taller than
Yeah.
most of my people. I mean, not your people. Yeah,
Well, but you are taller than
I
me.
am taller than your people. Yeah, like, quite
Yeah.
like a lot. Oh, you should meet my friend Ron. He is even taller than me.
Oh,
He would think you are a child. He would think you are a little baby.
Ah.
When you meet him, you should pretend you are a baby. It will be very funny.
well, I'm not very old, anyways.
Oh, well, how
So-
old are you?
I'm 6, I think.
You're only 6 years old.
Well, but
So you are
You
a
know.
baby. Oh shit! And I was trying
it's
to
just
offer you a
that-
healing tonic. I didn't know.
I mean,
Wait, if you're
I'm-
only 6, how old were those goblins that we killed?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, God.
honestly, I'm doing really good to be alive for 6 years. So
Well, how long do your people usually live?
not, uh, not long. I don't know. I don't know time that much.
You don't understand time. You know how to read, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I think she knows how to read?
Couple things. Yeah, you can roll an insight and also kind of give me a nature check as well,
Yeah, my insight failed, so she definitely can read.
or nature or history, either one. If your
let's
insight
do
check failed, she
history.
reads real good.
Real good. 9 for the history.
You have no idea how long kobolds live, or when they're children or when they're not children. No idea.
I try to smile.
Those are weird.
It's scary. And then I just gotta go back to rocking back and forth and kicking my legs.
What were your perception checks for your watches?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you're gonna love
Oh.
it.
Natural 20.
A natural 1.
Okay,
And so 27.
27. Okay. So Bryn, you're looking at the wall. I don't know what you're doing. Like, you can't see. It sucks. It's
She's fascinating.
so another thing is that, even though it was 80 degrees, it's probably about 50 right now in falling the higher that you go.
I don't think that
Meep-
bothers Bryn too
Meep,
much.
you sort of look, you keep your eyes peeled. You hear every little rock falling. You can see kind of movements of just, small critters, very sparingly, but nothing happens.
It's
Congratulations.
a normal night.
You have survived your first night on the Waynoak Mountain Range. All right, next day. Who's going to be navigating? Get me some survival checks. You can do the same as previous and have advantage if Vin is helping and you know this area. Over to Meep, as who I was talking to.
Okay. Oh, I'm happy with that help on that because I rolled a natural 1. But it ends up being a 15
A 15. Okay.
with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough as you're kind of making your way through the mountains here. And you know of a path, a rough kind of path. It's not, anything well traveled, but kind of how to navigate through this particular area and kind of head to where you think they want to go. Because there's really only one way through the mountains. Either that or you're going to leave the mountains. So you can kind of guide them along that, normal pace, I'm guessing. Kind of going through, you make it about probably late morning, and you all see just large paintings on the side of the stone on the mountain.
Oh.
depicting sunrise, mountains, water, ocean, perhaps, different creatures, very crudely drawn, but they're quite large. If there was, a figure of a creature, it's probably the size of Bryn, almost life size. And you make your way further.
Big.
Yeah, and there's just kind of decorating the entire wall of just kind of this trail that you were on.
Does it look familiar? Or are the creatures like mythical and like dangerous looking? And it looks like it's in the same like biome plot where we are, like foreboding what's ahead, or is it more like just like fun drawings on a
Yeah, why
wall?
don't you give me an insight check? Kind of take a look at this.
Okay, hold on. Let me look. Nice. Okay. I don't simple math, so 18 plus 5.
Yeah, so pretty good. Yeah, for sure. And you look at these, and they don't seem like like a foreboding like presence or a warning. It looks like art of some sort. Just kind of like someone decided they wanted to draw or paint some things on the wall. There's just some creatures, like you see a rough depiction of maybe what manticore might look like. It's something you'd see, various birds and things like that, but nothing of like a warning or anything saying like that.
Okay. This is nice art. Bryn, wouldn't you think so? It kind of looks like you.
Eh?
Yeah. This one's the same size as you.
I am a little look like me. I mean, look at it.
You could also give me an insight
Art
check
is
if you're looking at the art.
interpretive.
I'm guessing have I passed through this area?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I see this a lot.
You do.
Okay.
So you wake up
The
the next
paintings.
morning. Yeah, you had
Wall
the
paintings.
paintings, and none of y'all are really too sure what
She said
would
it
do
looked
this.
like me, but I don't think it looks like me. Is
They're
that
just
the
very
gist
large.
of what happened? Okay.
Oh, I
Hmm.
was rolling with advantage.
What was
on
your roll?
my, I didn't roll yet,
yeah.
as you.
Because
what you got
I
out
went
there.
away.
And what was it supposed to be?
Insight.
Insight. 21.
A 21. Okay. You would know that, especially with the drawings this big, and you don't go this far, probably some sort of giant would do this.
Okay. I'm very nervous. Like visibly nervous, looking around, just trying to listen for anything around anything like that. So
Hey, Bryn, how do you know she's not walking us into a trap? How do we know we can trust her? Looks
Why
really
would
nervous over there.
We saved her life. Like, she was getting like beat up by these goblins, and then these manticore things came along, and they were going to like eat her. And we like helped her out and saved her, and then she was really sweet and nice, and she asked if we had any bread, and I was like, "Oh, sure, we have some bread. Do you want this bread?" And she was like, "Yeah, I like that bread." And then you showed up. You're the only one that made her seem not like friendly to us.
Okay, I'm just saying, she
maybe you
looks
should
really
talk.
nervous.
You should talk to her, and maybe you could get like a really good feel for her. You know what I mean? I am not
Alright.
always best judge of character.
Hey, Meep, why are you so nervous over there?
giants?
Hey, Bryn, it's like you. See, I told you
I'm
this
not a
ain't
giant.
you.
Like
I'm not a giant.
You're a giant woman
Maybe.
to me.
Probably
Everybody is
I
a
am-
giant. I'm
I
the
am
short one here.
Probably not related to giants. Probably.
Okay.
giants are really big and I'm really small, and just
It's true.
this is just wanting to survive
They're
out
also
here.
probably slower than you, and you are very fast.
This is true, but also
Yeah.
they
And
can.
you can do the little blinky disappearing stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't work.
Oh,
Um,
is your magic like Vin's? Sometimes Vin's magic doesn't work the way she wants it to either.
That's true. Sometimes it
It's
doesn't work.
inconvenient.
yeah, I don't know why it doesn't. It just, sometimes just
This is why the only magic I have is this. And I hold up my javelin in this, and I'll hold up this is my shield. Very reliable.
So as you're moving forward and kind of walking and talking, you come to sort of a sharp curve around the kind of side of this sheer mountain face, and as you're kind of walking around the corner, you see a very, very large, some sort of giant sitting on a rock that's kind of jutting out, with their feet sort of dangling over the edge, and they're just staring off into the distance.
Hey, Brand, you're a history nerd. Are giants
Yeah,
friendly?
sometimes. Are giants friendly? Like, not really.
Oh,
But I mean, they can be if they want to. Just like sort of depends.
I cast pass without a trace on everybody.
Good call.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
and does anybody look like they're a little louder than everybody else?
Oh, that
Like
would be
anybody
me.
with armor?
Yeah, that would be me.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure. I might need to do this in a certain.
You all did get a long rest to make sure that you reflect that on your sheets as well.
Okay.
But we got a long Oh yeah.
Okay. Bryn has Blessing of the Trickster as well. So you have advantage, which I guess would make it just a straight roll. Because if you have armor, you're
Yeah,
Okay,
so I will,
straight roll and then
Oh,
plus
straight
the
roll.
10.
I will say, and since it's your first time with us, with Pass Without a Trace, it does have a verbal component. You can't whisper spells unless you are a sorcerer and have subtle spells. So you'll have to back out of earshot. That way you can say your abracadabra or whatever have you. And then what does it look like when you cast Pass Without a Trace on the party? And what does your blessing look like on Bryn?
Bryn just kind of shimmers in like dark shadowy purple for a moment, and then it turns into red and gold, kind of just like
It's very pretty.
swirly. And
It's
then
very
that's also
fancy.
kind of what Pass Without a Trace looks like as well, or like kind of around everybody because it's in a radius. So we're just kind of cloaked in shadowy, but also kind of shimmery golden red at the same time. Is really weird colors. Well, no.
It's like your background. Your background is purple and then gold and red.
ooh.
I did not do that on purpose.
I
This
mean,
was
yes,
green.
you did.
Like, okay, I did, but this this was green, and then I noticed on stream that it was green screened out, so I changed it to red real quick. So it
looks awesome.
Completely accident.
So you've cast your spells and you're making your way back to the corner, and this giant is sort of leaning back and just kind of taking in the scenery, watching the kind of you're high enough now to where you can almost see clouds passing by,
Whoa.
just above where you are.
It's really high.
So what is your plan?
Just gonna scoot past the giant.
Yeah, we
Come
need to be
past.
quiet. I don't want to mess with this guy.
Yeah. I don't want to get squished.
I don't want to get squished either.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, so you're gonna try and sneak
Stealth?
past. Okay, well, I will move you all here.
Oh, we are high up, and I suddenly feel afraid of heights.
You are very high in the mountains. You've done about a full day and a half worth of hiking into the mountains, so it's getting a little daunting as the trail's leading almost up instead of laterally. Okay.
And I
And-
could just like thunderwave him right off that cliff. I mean, I'm sorry.
So I think what we'll do here is just I'll have you all roll initiative,
It's
just so
just
we can go
chilling.
in order and see what happens.
Oh, not stealth. I thought we were
You're gonna
doing
be
stealth
stealthing,
first.
but
I already rolled my stealth, so I'm gonna save that.
mhm.
We're doing initiative.
Yep. Just to make it easy to know who goes next instead of all trying to do it at the same time.
Yeah.
This is an initiative roll.
Yep. So Bryn, what's your
Or-
initiative?
13.
What were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, 14.
Okay. And then Meep.
13.
Okay.
Whoa.
I got
And then
6.
Falcon. What was that, Falcon?
6.
6. Okay. So Vin, you'll be going first. If you're going to be stealthing, then you can go ahead and make your stealth check as you try and hide
Sure.
from around the corner.
What does pass without a trace do with that?
You have
Plus
plus 10 to your stealth.
10.
Plus 10?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I look
Really,
back
really, really
at
good.
Bryn and I smirk as I have rolled a 3.
Oh.
Yep. So your total is a 13 because you got plus 10 or whatever. Is your total a 3 from your stealth?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 plus 1.
Yeah. So,
So
it's a
it's a 3.
13 total because it passed without a trace. So
Oh, nice.
go ahead and move yourself up to your speed, or depending on what you're doing, if you're going to try and dash, which I think would be full movement.
And then
Well, he's dumb and not
35,
perceptive.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. I needed some count-ins.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like chilling and meditating.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll see what happens here in a moment. Bryn, you're next.
Okay, I rolled a natural 20 for my stealth, so
Yo,
30.
let's go.
Okay.
Well,
Hey.
32. I wouldn't have gotten that 20 if it hadn't been for Meep's help, actually. So, I'm going to. Go here. I want to make sure I'm next to. I think that's like a rock there, but so I'll go right here. I want to be right next to Ben
Okay.
in case I need to protect her.
Meep.
Oh. Oh, it's okay. 20.
All right.
30, 20.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna go. Oh, dang it.
This is so stressful.
How do I pick this up? Okay, I'm just gonna. Can I go over here?
Let's see.
If I dash.
So you all should only be going 30 feet since you're using your action to hide.
Oh.
I thought you said
Okay.
we could dash.
Yeah, I was
thought you said that
confused.
too.
So that's my bad.
Let's back it up.
So should we back it up?
Yeah,
or
that's
is
fine.
this a free pass?
No free passes because I messed up and it shouldn't be that far. But
So then 5, 10, 15.
because I wasn't sure
20,
myself and I was looking it up while you were going. But yeah.
Oops, we're just right in view.
If you're moving, my movement
So-
speed's 30, so
I will
you
say
can come to where I
that
am.
if you want to stop somewhere else since I messed up, you can. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you
I'll
wanted
stop
to
at
go,
the edge
yeah.
of the rock.
So a little bit of housekeeping, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll just be behind this big rock.
Okay. All right. Good to go there, Valken.
18.
Oh, sorry. Where are you gonna go, Meep?
I need to. I'm sorry. I need to stay within 30 feet of everyone though, so everyone constantly has pass without a trace.
There you go. You're still good
So-
there. So,
Okay.
all right, Valken, go ahead.
I can move.
Yeah, a lot because you're a monk.
I saw. Okay. Let's move right up here. For now.
Okay. To the stone giant's turn. And as you're kind of creeping along this mountain pass, and while this is, even though we're in turn order, is happening simultaneously, you're creeping along and you hear kind of someone's foot shift and hear some kind of rocks below make some noise, and you see the giant turn its head and he looks in this direction, trying to figure out the noise. The giant stands to easily 12, 13, 14 feet high. And he turns and looks at all of you and says in giant, "Who are you to disturb me? Who are you?" To let you all know what happened, its passive perception was a 14.
I don't
So you were
speak giant.
very close to sneaking by.
I speak giant. What do you say? What do you say?
Who are you and why are you disturbing him? Who are you?
Can I respond or do I have to go on my turn?
You can respond now. I just use the initiative as a way to do the stealth stuff, so we're in conversation mode for the moment.
Oh, hello, fellow giantkin. We are simply passing by. No need to worry.
What giant kin are you, so small?
Oh, I come from the Hill Daughters. I am Hill Daughter of the northern tribes. I am not giant, just simply it is in my blood long ago, and we wish you no harm, friend.
He thinks for a moment.
Bryn is not charismatic or wise.
I have not heard of this place. Will you describe it to me in great detail?
Sure. Oh, how great. Sure, you know, we've got all day, I guess. So, I come from way far north, maybe, take you like at least a week to get up there with your giant legs. You know, you can probably go a lot faster than me, actually.
Not
And,
how far. Tell me, describe your home.
Oh, okay. It's very cold. Sort of like up here, but we're not as high up in the sky. And there is snow everywhere. Like everywhere. Like all the time. Lots of trees, and you know what a moose is. You ever see a moose?
No, what is a moose's?
A moose is four-legged creature with really big things on its head that look like this. And they make this sort of noise like "Wah!" And Bryn's, you guys are just seeing Bryn be like "Wah!"
He lifts his hands and tries to look and looks at you. Make a performance check for me.
Oh boy, I'm great at that.
Got this.
5 minus 1, 4.
Okay. And he looks to the rest of your companions and says, "No, I need more details. More details." And he grabs a handful of something and starts to walk. And walks kind of in between you all as this kind of towering giant, and puts their hand in some sort of large container and waits and looks at all of you.
Can we move or no?
So you are in a conversation with this giant. This is going to be a sort of skill challenge. So
Conversations.
however you would like to try and describe either Bryn's homeland, somewhere where you grew up, looks interested in learning and knowing more about different lands. So should have kept that initiative order. Is what I should have done.
I was last. That's all
I
I
was
know.
first.
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
I was
first,
second,
you're last.
and Meep's third.
I was third, yeah.
Gotcha. I think it
So
was
we have to
14, 13,
describe her-
13. Mm-hmm. If you
Does he know
have some
common?
sort of if you have some
don't
sort
think he
of
knows
language
common.
barrier, you can do the best you can. You can try and act it out
Just do
or
this.
describe it, and we will go from there. So,
I'm. Oh, go ahead.
all right. So
Does
Vin,
this
you can
giant
go ahead and
know
start.
other languages?
You're not sure?
Can I cast a spell before everybody starts, or does it need to be on my turn?
It would be on your turn since we're
Okay.
entering into the challenge at this moment.
Okay.
So it's my turn.
Yeah.
I yell like, Mr. Giant! Can you understand me?
He kind of is holding his hand in this large container that could easily fit all of you inside of it. And looks-
No.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Common bad.
Oh, so you kind of know. Do you know? And then I talk a little bit in Orc. Do you know this language?
And as he furrows his brow and kind of recoils a bit. So, from what you kind of gathered, you know, this
No.
giant and kind of broken common. So you can kind of use that information and decide what you'd want to do to sort of impress this giant with sort of stories or paint, you know, a visual or a mental picture of some sort of landscape, as you could see that he was looking over the landscape of the mountainside here.
Of where Bryn is from.
Could be anything.
Okay. I guess I'm confused at like what we're describing to him. Are we describing to him where Bryn is from?
So you don't
think we were
know
just
how to speak
entertaining?
giant, but you know Bryn was acting out mountains and a moose. So he was telling him something about where you think she's from, but you
Okay.
don't know if it's specific to where she's from, where you're from, or just a nice place in general.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay. Okay.
Reminder, I think you're from not far from where I'm from. I'm just from like the way boonies part.
Yeah. Okay. So Bryn, and I point to Bryn, is from snow, cold snow, where people are none, no people, and I say they drink
That's very true. We drink a lot.
and stab animals to survive. They're kind of primal. Sorry, Bryn. They don't really
no
live in
offense
big
taken.
cities.
So I'm gonna ask you, are you relying more on like communication, like verbally describing, or are you relying more on kind of your gesticulation with your hands and trying to act out? Choose one of those two.
Ooh, I'll do acting out.
Make a performance roll for me.
We got that good performance. Let's go. Come on. 12 plus 5 is 17.
Okay, that counts as one success.
Nice.
So the giant looks and listens intently to what you're saying, and kind of sees kind of what you're doing, and pulls his hand out of the large kind of container, and puts a large finger against the stone wall, and you can see that there's something like lights grayish white colored, and starts dotting it on the side of the mountain.
It's painting?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay. Bryn. He looks intently to you.
Oh.
Please finish.
You want to know more about my people? Here, I will make a gift to you. And I'm gonna go in my bag and I'm gonna pull out a finely woven leather necklace with a metal charm and a dark red stone set inside. This is a small piece of jewelry worth 10 gold pieces in the style of my homeland's craftsmanship that I got from my background or something. I've had
Okay.
it this whole time and didn't know what to do with it. So
Okay.
gift.
So it's
And I'll like motion like that. It's like my people. We wear this around as jewelry.
so he holds this kind of his just huge hand out. You place it in his
It's
hand,
tiny.
and he kind of looks at it. Kind of holds it. He takes and loops it through a hole in his ear and wears it
Yeah.
as like an earring. And what this sort of medallion, did it have anything depicted on it?
No, it was just like a small red stone. So I don't think so. It just had like some like maybe rune like carvings in the metal part.
Yeah, so he digs into the kind of the large thing and kind of gets a couple colors on his different fingers. He kind of has some browns and sort of paints a village and has some like whites from his other finger and starts putting like plumes of smoke, signifying, you know, maybe where your village is from, where they made something like this. So that also counts as a success. Meep.
He's like, I'm new.
Y'all are free to ask questions on what the hell's going on. You can talk amongst yourselves. We're not like in combat per se, but it can't be a full conversation between turns. So
Ah. s-
speak, small one. In giant.
Is it
He wants you to say something.
about your place? I've never been to your place.
Yeah, maybe you could. Can you do any magic that looks like snow or cold or like trees or like a little fireplace? Maybe you could make a little fireplace. Motion like you're warming yourself by a fireplace.
Friend, maybe you can tell him that she's from the mountains too.
Oh, what if it's better if we don't tell him that though?
I can.
What if then he wants to eat her or something?
Oh, I can make a noise from something, maybe.
Have you seen a moose?
Huh? No, I don't know what a moose is.
Uh,
I don't think unless they're in this mountain, but I'm guessing they're not.
great giant. I guess I
Wait.
can't do that because it's not my turn.
Wait,
Hmm.
is it windy?
Sure is.
Yes, very windy, very windy.
I use thaumaturgy, and can I create wind? And I don't know if I can create wind. It says that I can.
It would
Cause
work. Like it
slams?
says you can slam things if you're indoors. So I would assume.
So
Yeah.
it's very
right?
windy up here already.
Oh.
So what's
Oh,
the intent and what you're trying to do, and we'll figure it out.
I just wanted, I don't know. I just wanted like a cool, like cold breeze, but I guess it's already cold up here.
So what you could do is sort of enhance what's going on. I'll give you suggestions. Since you can create sounds, you could create kind of that cold, you know, freezing wind noise.
Yeah,
That would be easily
Okay.
done with
Ooh,
thaumaturgy.
yeah.
that's perfect. That's perfect. That's what I want to do.
I'm gonna kind of like. Can I just kind of be like to give her like kind of a like I'm the meter and I'm like more, little more. Yeah, that's perfect.
Make a performance with advantage.
18.
That counts as a success. So he takes his hand out and goes to the finger with a gray on it and starts painting lines kind of whipping above the village to signify this wind. He looks to you, Valken.
Bryn? What does he want?
He wants you to tell him about where I am from. Remember when we were very far north? It is north of that.
He wants to know where you're from.
Yeah, I don't know. Or you could if you, it's too complicated to tell him where you're from instead.
I mean,
You know how to make a pine tree appear.
do I know how to make a tree appear?
Yeah. Would be very good.
What?
Do you know what the moose is like? Oh, do you know how to be can you be a bear? There are lots of bears. They're like everywhere. Like everybody has to wrestle a bear like at least once before you leave the village because there's just like so many of them and they just need to be wrestled all the time.
I don't know.
Maybe just like share him some of the foods. Here, and I hand you my healing tonic.
Oh, you want me to give this to him?
I don't think I can say anything else to you.
Giant. She drinks this, and then
And he takes this large healing tonic and kind of, it looks like a little like tiny cup, almost like a shot glass in his hand. Glug, glug, glug. And spits it out
oh no.
Oh boy.
and tosses
But he
it
heals, but
on
he
the
heals.
ground.
He heals for. Hold on.
He didn't get enough of a sip for a heal.
Okay, well he could have healed for 5 plus his level.
I just
He-
I
he
look
has
at him and I'd
plenty.
be like, I know, I agree. It's strong.
And then he looks to Valken and goes, "Ugh," and then points back at Vin. That was a failure.
Shit! Am I out of healing tonic now? I'm guessing so.
Oy.
I don't know how many you have, how many charges, but that would be,
I had.
let's say 1. I don't want to do weird.
That was 1 charge?
decimals.
Okay.
So I will let you all know. You have 3 successes. You have 2 failures. You need 5 successes to pass, or 3 failures to fail.
We're gonna have to fight this guy on the ledge of a mountain.
So
We're all gonna die.
similar
You just
to
push him off. It's fine.
similar to last skill challenge, you cannot use the same skill that you tried last time.
We failed twice
Shit.
already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait, what was the second fail?
This one was Valken, and the other one was your first performance roll before we went to initiative.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my bad, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, what?
It was like a 9.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Vin, your turn. He's looking expectantly to you.
Oh boy.
I look over at Bryn and I'm like, are we still going on about your town?
I don't know.
Oy. And then
I'm like making like a bear motion.
I take Bryn's like javelin thingy.
I'm like warming like a fire. Remember I said warm like near a fire. You love making fire.
Oh, okay. I was gonna do something else.
Oh, that's what you were gonna do. I was just trying to help.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm like, no.
It's okay.
What are we
This
doing?
is hard.
No, but my brain, I was on like a tract and then I got sidetracked and now I'm
Yeah.
like, wait.
You apparently,
No, it's okay.
as far as you know, you're trying to impress this giant or describe something, because you know as you're acting or saying things, he begins painting a mural of what you're describing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
whatever you do will be tied to a skill, more than likely.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
let me know what you'd like to do, and then we can go from there.
I will do a survival check or survival skill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll start making a fire on the ground and warming my hands and being like, she lives where it's really cold, so people need to warm themselves. And I'm like going like this and then like putting my hands over the fire and being like pretending I'm like happy. I'm like, yeah, this is the life, warm.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? I'll let you do a survival roll with that, because you had to build the fire in front of them and kind of tying it into the piece. So go ahead, make your survival roll.
Come on, baby. right, 14 plus 5, so that's 19.
That is a success. So when you see, you kind of look and think for a moment and kind of pull some red and orange on one of his other hands as he switched hands holding this large kind of container, and builds like a little camp outside of the town and has a little orange dot for a campfire and kind of white smoke plume coming from it. Okay. Bryn. You have 4 successes and 2 failures.
Sorry, I read chat. It's funny. Okay, let's see. We've got the cold wind and the fire. Oh God, I don't know what to do. I'm so bad at everything, you guys. I'm gonna pull out another item. I'm slowly gonna lose my entire inventory. This is a poorly wrought maps from my homeland that depict
You have given
where
a gift
we are.
last time. And that would
Oh,
be
so I
something,
can't do that again. Okay.
even though it wasn't a skill, you gave him something worth a decent amount of gold, but you can't kind of double up. So
Okay.
you've also done performance.
I'm gonna take out my axe and I'm gonna pretend to like chop down a tree and be like, we need lots of wood and there's lots of trees, so we're always chopping wood, so we always use axes.
What skill would you think would tie to that?
Nature? Survival?
So you tell me which one you want to use.
I'll do performance. I already did performance, so I can't use that one. That's the thing.
Do what you think and just plead your case for why you think it's that one. So I've just been doing my highest ones.
I'm gonna say survival because I'm remembering chopping lots of wood in my childhood, and I'm mimicking that using the same like chopping down a tree motion.
Okay. Roll a survival check.
I'm hoping it's convincing.
Come on, we got this.
19.
A 19. So the giant kind of holding this large container looks at you with furrowed brow, waiting expectantly as you do a chopping motion. You find some small scrub and begin chopping it, maybe putting it on the fire, stoking it. And he waits and he waits and kind of leans back, puts his hand in the container and reaches out, and you see on his hand are some browns and some greens, and starts
Happy
painting
little
evergreen trees and a little person with an axe chopping. That is your 5th and final success. Well done.
I really thought I was gonna fail you guys there.
So then from there, you think the giant's beginning to understand, and almost in like a flourish, after getting this sort of initial scene, starts painting in mountains, more snowfall, snowy peaks, a larger kind of encampment where he had initially put the village, different animals, and kind of that aren't exactly correct, but kind of what his imagination would think might live there. And he looks back and looks at you all and puts his kind of container down and wipes his hands off. Thank you, small ones. I am fond of this peace, and for it you shall go in peace.
Thank you, large one. We are honored. I am especially honored of your depiction of my village. We will go now.
Before you go, might I know your names?
My name... I'm like remembering that we're not supposed to give our names, but I'm like, but he's not a pixie. My name is Bryn.
Bryn, of the Hill Doter tribe.
Well, my family... Yes.
He looks to Vin.
My name is Lynn.
Lynn.
Oh, no.
From no tribe. I am Outlander. I am singular. I am stray. I have no family. I'm like gibbering on and on and on.
Lynn with no tribe. And he kind of kneels down to you and kind of with this large like index finger kind of tries to wipe the tears from your eyes. And kind of
Aw.
pats you as gently as a giant can pat a person, which is like,
Like-
"Ugh, okay.
Okay.
He's like, he looks at the group. Lynn has tribe. Look around you.
I look around and I'm like, oh.
He means us. Lynn.
And he
I
looks,
hug Bryn.
and he looks at Falcon.
They call me Ron.
Ron
You
of the
did
elves.
not.
He nods
Oh my god, I hope
and
Mims is
looks
watching.
to Meep expectantly.
I'm Meep. I'm lost.
Meep of the lost tribe. And nods.
Oh.
And he stands up and he paints all of you in the mural and puts some writing underneath with Bryn knowing it is in giant, and he has put the names that you have given with your tribe or not
Aw.
tribe, and says, I am Grurin, the stone giant. It was very nice to meet you. And he almost unceremoniously, after saying that, turns around, walks back to the edge, lowers himself down, and sits and stares off into the horizon again.
Let's turn to
Like-
everybody else.
Let's go.
Can we get out of here?
How small
Okay.
is Meep? Are you size small, technically?
Like
Do you
2
walk
feet.
slower than us?
No,
I was just gonna
my
pick you
I'm
up if you walk slower than us.
no, my
Yeah.
walking speed is 30 feet. So
Okay, good.
I just have
Travel-
to move my leggies really fast.
Yeah, travel pace isn't affected. Yeah, travel pace isn't affected by character speed unless you're using an optional rule. So
Okay,
you
I
can all
just
move
didn't
the
know,
same
so-
amount over land unless you're like in combat. But
So then, yeah, we book it.
okay, so you book it out of there. This was kind of early morning, and you make it through towards the end of the day. Give me a survival roll for camp.
Then do
Right.
you want to do the camp?
I can do
Oh.
it.
Usually, you can do it if you want, Meep, but we
Do
make
you want to
Finn
do it, Meep?
No, you can do it.
We like to
Yeah, I
make Finn
rolled very
feel
mediocrely.
useful, you know.
7 plus 5 is 11? 12? Yeah, I said that.
Okay. So you don't really find anywhere as sort of secure as last. You're probably gonna have to camp somewhere along the trail, but you can find a bend where at least you're protected from the wind, but not much else.
That's
Um,
good. I'll take that.
So as you're setting up camp, and you all notice that kind of in the area, fortuitously, you see kind of a small trickle of water coming from kind of one of the cracks. Not sure. Seems to be fresh. Might be some sort of mountain spring. Not exactly common from this high up, but looks like you'll be able to refill your water skins.
Nice.
Nice.
That could have been bad, actually.
All right. And I will say, based on my rolls, unless you all wanted to RP, the night will go by smoothly.
I don't know. I think I'll take watch with not Meep in case someone else wanted to take watch with Meep.
I mean, I guess I can do first watch again.
I
don't
can
think-
watch whatever.
I don't think I want to be watching with Meep. I look
Oh,
over at Meep.
Meep,
Oh.
you take a watch with Valken here, and I'll take watch with Vin. We've got some, girl things we got to discuss.
Yeah, like boys.
Dresses. Do
Yeah,
what the girls do normally.
and lip stain. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
very,
yeah.
very, very important. You just
Mhm.
sit here with Valken, you'll be okay.
Okay. Sure.
So you all make it through the night easily, without any issues, and it is your third night into the mountains. Survival rolls, please, from Meep with advantage.
Oh. 15.
15. Yeah, so you make really good pace. Actually, no issues here. You're not being slowed down by the mountains at all. And you travel almost a full day. And by the way, for Vin, if you want to be scavenging for food, let me know. Otherwise, y'all need to start, make sure you have -2 rations at this point.
I'll try to scavenge and see if I find
Yep.
like
Roll,
berries or edible
Yep.
leaves.
Survival
While
disadvantage.
she's scavenging, I want to ask Meep a question. Meep, you said your tribe is lost. You're lost from your tribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I got separated.
19 plus 5.
Yeah, roll a d6
Do
for
you
me.
need help finding them?
Well, I mean, if you've seen some purple kobolds, I'd like to know where they're
Oh.
at. But if you haven't, then that's fine too.
I've
Whatever.
never in my life seen purple kobolds. I did not think it was a thing that existed.
6.
Oh,
Maybe when we find the people we're looking for, maybe they will have seen them.
that would be very helpful.
They've been lost up here a long time, so I mean, it's quite likely.
Well, I don't know if they're up here. I don't think that my pack is up here.
Why are you up here?
Well, because it was safe and I got ran out of town. Which is where I
Oh.
got this, and I hold up my meat cleaver.
You can put that down. I see
Oh.
it. It's very pretty. Okay.
It just there
Could
were lots of rocks and stuff to hide in up here, so I just kind of have been up here since I got lost.
Could I interest you in a job with the Order of Iberus? We are always looking for recruits with talents, and they're pretty open to people of different sorts. And if you don't live that long, anyways, you might as well go out fighting. You know what I mean?
I don't know what any of that means.
They pay lots of money for you to kill bad people and rescue like kittens from trees and other things like this.
Can I get back to you on this?
Sure, yeah, no pressure. Take your time. It is no worries.
What was your roll, Vin, for her survival?
The first one. What did I say?
So you had to roll a d20 with disadvantage, and then add your
with
wisdom
disadvantage.
and add your survival.
Oh, I didn't roll it at disadvantage. Hold on, let me roll it again. I forgot what the first thing I said was. It was a high number though.
I think it was
like 19 or something. Yeah. So disadvantage. Okay, that's 10 plus 5 is 15.
Okay. Let's see. You do not find any food. You're so high up, it's pretty barren. But doesn't mean that you won't in the future.
Sorry, guys. We go hungry today. Unless you eat your own food, but I'm just saying.
Okay. So you continue through the mountains on your third day, and you go almost the full day, and just kind of late afternoon, early evening, You see kind of a large break in like the path. Meep, this is the furthest you've ever been. You're quite a ways from where you've sort of made your home or your den or kind of your little area of the mountains. But you see that this large break in the path is about 50 feet wide. And you can see in front of this is a rickety bridge that looks like it is not very well traveled for quite some time. There are some planks missing. Some of the rope appears to be frayed, and you sort of look down below to sort of see it's about 80 feet before the next rock sort of catches down
my
below.
God.
So, and I'm taking them where I last saw the soldiers, right? Or the
Mhm.
scouts.
Yep. As far as
Okay.
you know, this is the path through the mountains. Otherwise, you're going actually climbing completely off the path.
Right. Okay. And the only way across is this rickety bridge, right?
As far as you know.
Okay. Bridge?
Wait,
And
you want us to cross that?
I don't think so.
Mm.
I mean, this is the path, and this, you know,
Boy, are you sure you saw people heading this direction?
Yeah.
For sure.
yes.
You wouldn't lie to us.
It was like 13 days ago now.
That
14 days
checks
ago now.
out.
And I guess we have to go, but I really do not want to go because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a very large person.
What?
I have an idea.
I don't know if I like the look on your face right now.
Is
Hmm.
the bridge, does it have like places in it that look frayed and torn?
It does.
Might I cast mending
Ooh.
and try to mend the bridge as we go?
Hello?
Sure.
Oh, no.
Yep. You're here.
We're so off place.
It's okay.
This wild magic, Vin!
So you certainly could. You certainly could do that. Mending does take minutes to cast, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It would take a long time to cross
Oh my
this
God.
bridge if I wanted to mend it as we go.
Is there something on this? How long is the bridge? What's the distance across?
About 50 feet or so, maybe
Okay,
more.
okay, we have done this before. I look for something that we can tie a rope to. Oh, Vin, you have idea.
have idea, but I don't know if it'll work for everybody. So I can fly,
Yeah, we know.
and I can use some sorcery points that's like extra magic I have to make a second person fly, and then maybe we can pick up Valken and Meep and take them to the other
Oh.
side. Since I am not very strong, I could take Meep. Meep, I probably won't drop you. I don't know, maybe. See how I feel. And then you can take Valken, maybe.
As she
I
says,
can
I
lift you,
probably,
Valken.
as she says, I probably won't drop you. I go over and I just start mending the first one, like the first spot. I'm like, oh, okay.
Gotcha. So, how long does your fly spell last? I believe is it
I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. And let's do some dungeons and accounting real quick.
Yeah. Will we make it?
So you have 10 minutes concentration. You can do 60 feet. in 6 seconds. So you may have to do a little bit of some back and forth because you can only carry as much as your carry capacity with fly. So what is your carrying capacity, Vin, and who are you going to cast fly on with you? With your I'm assuming your twin spell?
Yeah, I would cast it on Bryn so that because she's the heaviest one here, so
Gotcha.
like I wouldn't be able to carry Bryn. But
Mhm.
like Bryn could carry Valken and I can carry Meep and we can go
Was
across.
she away, Valken?
Well, I think you've got that. Meep, let me do this one first since we'll do it in order with Vin and Meep. Meep,
Okay.
how much do you weigh?
Gosh. I don't know, like I don't know how much kobolds weigh. Oh no.
That's okay.
About 30 pounds.
I'll let you know in a second what the range of kobolds are.
And how do we know
It's-
our carry capacity?
It'll be on your sheet. So they're about,
see
you're about
it.
right, between 20
I
and
see.
25 and 35. So
Oh, okay. She's very, very, very small. So whatever
Oh,
the
25,
lowest
yeah.
would be. Yeah.
Perfect.
Aw, you're so tiny.
So
My carrying capacity is 135 pounds.
gotcha. You are carrying 106 pounds worth of stuff. So you'd have to fly, drop off all your equipment, come back, grab Meep, plus her equipment, ferry it back and forth. So you could do that. Easy enough.
Yeah. Do you trust me? I look at Meep and I grin.
Good luck.
Sure.
Yes. I won't
And
tell
us-
you, I promise.
Okay.
She means that whenever she says that, she usually means it like 90% of the time, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
An accident.
Okay. So you ferry your belongings over and you kind of dump all that stuff. Not wearing armor, you're pretty light yourself, so you come back over and grab Meep and her modest amount of belongings. Easy enough that you can carry that. And Meep, she kind of grabs you under the arms and you start to float in the air and takes you across this chasm and you look to the right. You see the mountain range where it kind of picks up again far in the distance, and you look down and it is a straight drop 80 feet until sort of the next reasonably flat area is. And you look over to your left and you see nothing but countryside and forest. Probably the best
I am-
view that you could get here.
Even though it's beautiful, I am terrified. Arms are like straight out, and I am just like a bored, like stiff, like.
Gotcha. Okay. With that done, Rin, let's figure out your situation.
I can carry a lot.
Mm-hmm. You can. So you would I think you're carrying like 130 something pounds according to your sheet. And how much does Valken weigh? It's blank.
It is blank.
Y'all didn't think I'd look
Yeah.
at this stuff, did you? What elves are between
Everybody knows you don't ask
102 to
a serpent
180?
warrior
So
his weight. Duh.
I would say Valken is probably somewhere around 150.
all right, make sure to note it on your sheet. So, easy enough, Bryn. If you drop off all your belongings, come back, and then collect Valken. He's also carrying about 80 pounds worth of stuff. So you may have to do a
Okay.
couple trips.
This should be fine. It lasts a little while, right?
It lasts 10 minutes. So going
time.
50 feet across. If you all are quick, there won't be any issues.
Yeah, the fly speed's 60 feet, so.
Yeah, 60 feet, sorry. So 60 feet every 6 seconds.
Okay. but it's really scary the first time. Like, I know she cast the spell on me, but like that first, like it's gonna take me a minute to like get up the nerve. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I will
Don't
say,
I didn't do anything crazy this time.
Just like, are you
Probably.
sure
I'll
that
say
it's
that to
working? I've never flown before. I don't know how to do this.
so, and I will say too, because it does take 5 minutes to take off heavy armor and a minute to take off medium armor, but you could have easily prepared that before you just said go fly. So not an issue.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
there's no danger here to be had. There's nothing chasing you that would cause you to have to make those decisions quickly yet. So you take the time. It takes you a little bit. With just enough time, you ferry each other back and forth. You can do it simultaneously, even though we separated it. But with Vin's use of the fly spell and twinning it, you are ferried across, and you see the rickety bridge. Some planks missing, some of the ropes frayed, but you've successfully navigated to the other side.
Thank you, Vin. That was a good idea. I don't ever want to have to do that again, though.
You might also do that again. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I get on.
Okay.
When I'm sat down, I like kiss the ground.
I don't set her down like immediately though. Like as we're like above the ground, I like tickle her armpits a little bit so that she like
Oh.
squirms down.
Okay, so
On the road.
yeah, and that was towards the end of the day. I need a survival check for your camp, unless you're gonna push through. Up
He
to you.
said, remind me again, he said that if we find them and they're dead, we just have to finish their job, which was.
They were either intercepting a missive regarding troop movements and orders again for Ram Crown Federation, or figuring out how they're communicating back to their lines. Because as far as you know,
Okay.
there's kind of a stalemate between the two.
Okay. And this mountain line is the war
dividing
line.
line
It's
between
the
the two.
natural dividing line. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'm just hopping in the shadows, trying not to get hit by the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that we're in a huge hurry because honestly, if they're all dead, they're all dead. Like, it's not. But we don't want to be like, I don't want to push it, but we'll move as quickly as we can without overdoing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I will say is, I've done a couple rolls on the encounter table, and I don't know how lucky y'all motherfuckers are. But for the next 4 days or so,
Jeez, we still haven't found them?
you are nearing the end of the range. So, if you wanted to do some quick rolls for food, you can do that.
Yeah, can I also roll for like footprints or anything or like anything that could have been left behind? Because I know the guy said that they're like super duper stealthy, like that's what they're known for. So maybe like they left something or there's a trail or
Ooh, like a secret message type thing.
Sure, yeah. So roll a just roll a survival check, just generally over the course of the few days, since we're gonna accelerate a bit.
Okay, we're rolling good tonight. 17 plus 5.
17
Again, I don't simple math.
Plus
So.
5. So as you're kind of
21?
looking,
I don't
and it appears that just this area is not well traveled. It's a rough trail. It is a semblance of a trail. And as you're kind of making your way across, it's very subtle, but with your roll, you are reasonably certain that something, be it people, animal, or something, came this way and would be indicative of someone trying to cover their tracks from, you know, the most, you know, skilled tracker would do. So you feel that you're on the right path, and this is sort of the only path that you may know. It's just taking a long time for some reason. You're not sure why they had gone this far, but as far as you've seen, You haven't seen anyone from Ramcrown. You haven't seen anyone from Vantis up here. So as far as you know, it might still be ahead. It's just taking a while.
Guys, we're going the right way. They're covering their tracks, but we just haven't run into them yet.
They're probably all dead already.
Don't say that.
I mean, it's probably true. But it's cold up here, so at least their corpses are probably still fine for a little bit longer.
So, just as a little bookkeeping for you all, you've been up here a week. It's been 7 days. It is the 4th of September. And up here, it's actually like more like 40 or 30 degrees. So it's getting pretty cold. So,
How
on
many
this,
rations did we need to expend for this next trek?
Oh
Well-
yeah, can I also try to do a ration, like try to find food, or did I expend that with
nope,
my?
you can do it
looking
every
for-
day. So roll at disadvantage for 4 more times real quick and just tell me what your totals are.
Oh dear. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Okay, hold on. Let me keep forgetting, even though I've done it like a million times. Okay, 19 plus 5 for the first one.
That one's a success.
Second. Okay, wow, rude. 1 plus 5.
It's a failure.
This is fine.
Gosh.
That's it. Wait, how many times do I do it?
3 more times, or sorry, 2 more times.
17 plus 5.
That's a success. So you got 2 so far.
10 plus 5.
That one's a failure. So roll 2d6.
The first one is a 4. The second one is a 6.
So 10 total, and then you can add, I believe, your wisdom modifier or survival.
Like in the skills section,
Mm-hmm.
my survival is higher, so we'll go with survival is plus 5.
It's 1d6 plus wisdom amounts of food, so you have 10, and then whatever your wisdom is, times 2. So
Oh, my
10,
wisdom is
11.
1.
So you find 12 pounds of food total, and you're finding small rodents, different kind of berries and things that you can eat from just kind of the shrub brush that's up here. You know, you're able to down maybe a bird or two just kind of in the area. It's really slim pickings. It's not like you're hunting deer and having some nice meals, but it does keep you all sated for 3 days in that. So you'll have to expend 1 ration.
Nice.
Does anyone need me to expend their 1 ration for them? So, is everybody okay?
Yeah, and you have the you kind of have the thought that it is some hard living up here, and Meep would definitely know.
Yeah, I'm respecting Meep a lot more right now. Like, this is not the place that I would choose to hide out, but...
Okay, so
She's-
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna. She's just kind of happy-go-lucky, hopping around on stuff like the whole time y'all are traveling. By the way, like, I mean, she's being quiet about it, but she's just. I don't know.
So as you're making your way through, and at this point in time, you're all starting to question: is this the right way? What are we doing here? Why did he send us out here? I'd like you all to make perception checks for me. This is once again getting towards the end of the day on this last day.
We're rolling so good.
Are we shaded? Like,
It's
in
dusk at this point, so there's no direct
Okay.
sunlight on you.
Okay.
22.
Very nice.
26.
19.
11.
11. It's easy enough to see, so we'll start with Valken. In the distance, you see something sort of jutting out. It looks a little irregular from kind of the flow of the mountain range. But I think all the rest of you rolled 19 or above, right? If I'm not mistaken. You all can see something similar, and as you're kind of taking a closer look at it, you can see it's a structure of some sort. It is several hundred feet ahead of you. But it's a structure nonetheless. Something actually not natural here in this mountain range. And you can sort of see, as you're kind of looking about, kind of getting your bearings, you're almost to the end of this mountain range, and kind of where it ends and the separation becomes land, and you can kind of look off to the west and you see kind of a decent sized village on the Vantis side. You cannot look to the right though, the mountains are still there, you're not at the complete end, but you're close. What do you do?
Should we investigate?
So the structure is in the mountains. We don't know who controls it because it's not like we're in their kingdom. We just know we're very close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we should investigate, but perhaps we should do it very stealthy, like, you know?
Stealthy.
Us? Stealthy.
Well, I mean, not me, not like one of you. Maybe should like check it out first.
We can.
Oh,
I can. We can have pass without trace.
well, yeah, we could try that again, and then they'll go together. Or you know, we could just like I could just yell really loud, and we could run in there. What do you guys think? I mean, I really like yelling, so it could be fun.
Normally, whenever I'm quiet, I stay alive.
Well,
So
Yeah, that's
Probably a
a
good
good
plan.
idea.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. No yelling. Got it. Got it. No yelling.
Darn it.
So we sneak.
We could go
Yeah.
invisible.
Well, you could go invisible.
I
You
can
could go.
make,
You could go look.
yeah, I can make another person go invisible
bird
too.
calls before. Remember?
We have.
Maybe you could take me because she's little, so even if she like falls over, no one will probably hear it anyways. You guys could be invisible together.
Babe, can you go invisible yourself, or do I need to make you invisible?
I can, but only for like 6 seconds. So it's just so you know,
Oh. Okay.
not for long.
I could actually, let me count real quick.
I have a question. Why are we going? No, this is me. Just to the group. Why
Yeah, my
are
bad.
we? What am I?
We have to investigate that building thing over there, right?
Why?
Because our friends could be in there. Well, they're not really friends. The assholes we
Okay,
have to
okay,
rescue.
What we're
okay.
here searching for.
People we've been looking for. Okay,
Mhm.
just making
Or-
sure.
If they're not in there, it could be people from the other kingdom, and then we want to report that back to our superiors, you know?
I don't know, but okay.
And they
Just-
might have
yeah,
been
that's
taken by
fine.
bad people, so if we're invisible, that
And-
way, if there's bad people, we won't die. Probably.
If none of the above, it could be a nice place to take a nap and eat some snacks. Maybe there's like a really good food in there.
Oh,
That
I
would-
did find some berries and some rats and some birds.
I would like
Just-
very much to eat some nice food and sleep somewhere where it's not cold and windy for one night. So, you know. But there could also be monsters in there, ghosts, bears, ghost bears, demons, soldiers, ghost soldiers, demon soldiers. Don't think there's
I-
demon ghost bear soldiers. I don't think that's a thing.
I can wait outside. I can keep watch out here. That's. Yeah.
So who am I making invisible with me? Who's coming with me?
Maybe take Velkian if Meep doesn't wish to go.
Okay, Valken. And I'm like, are you okay with this?
No, I'd rather be back in the city in a warm bed, but yeah, I guess we're doing it. Come on.
Okay. And then I use twin spell to make
Mhm.
us both invisible.
Okay.
Which one of you seem less sneaky?
they're both pretty good at it.
What is
Maybe-
that
I
stealth?
don't know.
And yeah, still.
Well, my stealth is pretty high.
Mine
Like,
is
it's
very
pretty good.
low.
Okay. I go up to Vin and I pat her on the leg and I cast Blessing of the Trickster. So you have an
You're not
advantage.
bad.
Advantage on stealth for an hour.
Okay.
Then I
Which
back
is
away.
just as long as the invisibility.
So
So
it makes you really glittery for just like a second, like purpley and then red and then yellow.
you
Really pretty.
Ooh.
look ahead, and this is about maybe 500 feet in front of you. It's off in the distance. But both of you make some stealth rolls for me if your plan is to get closer.
Okay, with advantage. Okay, so the first one would have been 12 plus 1. So let me try again. Advantage, baby. Oh, it's a 7. Okay, so I'll take the 12 plus 1 is 13.
I got a 23.
Nice.
Very nice.
Wow.
Okay. So you all kind of creep closer, and the wind is really kind of whipping in this area, almost like it's whipping around kind of the end of the mountainside here. How close do you plan on getting?
Close enough to see into any windows or like, I mean,
So
we're
right up.
invisible, so. Yeah, I don't see any harm in that. Do you, Valken? How close do you want to go?
Well, at the distance we are
invisible.
now, do we see any movement outside? Like,
Or
as in-
traps?
Yeah, so you're several hundred feet away, like 500 feet. So you can look and you can see, some movement on one of the walls, maybe. But as you kind of creep a little closer, especially on the front, you can see this is kind of like a fortress of some sort. Sort of in disrepair though. Like it hasn't been upkept, the towers aren't full. There's kind of some battlements, but they're crumbled and stuff. But it is a fortress nonetheless. So what I will do is, since you two are the ones doing it, I will move.
They get to see a map and we don't.
Oh.
You'll see it too. You just can't do anything about it.
Oh, okay.
And let me fix that real quick.
Mm.
Professional dungeon master here, everybody. You can see that this kind of crumbled fortress is kind of not too dissimilar from the kind of the chasm that you came across earlier, but it is much narrower, and there's also a stone bridge over it as opposed to wood and planks and stuff. It's still in disrepair, but not as bad off as the other. And from what you see, there is one person at the top, and they're walking back and forth slowly, kind of patrolling.
With like a weapon drawn, like they're guarding something.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception is +2, 18, 19, 20.
So they are carrying, at this distance, it appears to be something long. It is sort of cylindrical at the top, a mixture of like wood, maybe on the bottom, some sort of metal on the top. It kind of looks kind of similar to the cannons that Dalius had on his ship, but smaller. You haven't seen anything like this before.
Whoa. I didn't know those existed.
But you do know that Ram Crown is known not only for their commerce, their trade, but also their ingenuity. Okay. What do you all do?
Falcon, do you think we could sneak in and see if our buddies are there?
There is a gate here. It's a portcullis that is lowered.
I think we can get a little bit closer, maybe get a better view.
Mhm.
But as far as sneaking in, I don't know. Should we cross the bridge?
Yeah, I mean, we're invisible, so as long as we don't step on any traps, theoretically, they wouldn't even know we're here if that is indeed an enemy.
Point of order, how far away are Meep and Bryn?
I mean, they left us what, 500 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
Moving this up a little bit if there's like some good rock cover. Like I'd like to kind of be like half that distance if possible.
Make some stealth checks.
Okay. Uh-huh. That's really not good. Five?
A 5, as well as what was Meep's?
A 23.
A 23.
Yeah.
So Meep,
crap.
you deftly kind of weave in and out of the rocks and kind of, blend in with the mountainside after living here for however long that you have. You're darting your way in and out, and you make it up to about 250 feet, and you turn and you see Bryn. And it's not that she's not trying to be quiet, but it's hard to get her footing trying to stay stealthy against the wall and the rocks. However, let's see.
I tried.
Collectively, you're not sure what happens. You make a little noise. You're 250 feet away, but you make your way behind Meep. Back to Valken and Vin.
Don't think they heard me. I think we're fine.
Before you move next time, I might cast a spell. I don't know.
Oh,
You know,
okay, if you
maybe.
think so. I feel like I did pretty good, but whatever you want.
You are free to move your tokens if you choose to move anywhere.
Are you ready to head across?
Yeah. Or can we look for like any sort of traps that like might be
Sure.
on here? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay. Let me check what my investigation is. 1. Okay. 11.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look trapped, as far as you know.
I don't think it's trapped, Falcon.
I mean, I probably would have helped her look.
That's fine. You can roll
Is that
investigation as well
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
for Valken.
You try.
My investigation's not great. 13?
Doesn't look trapped. All these inspirations they get every episode at the end, and they hoard them like they're.
Oh, yeah,
might
do
need
have
them yet.
inspiration.
Yeah, we do have them. We should be using them. Whoops. What?
Anyway.
It's like potions. Nobody really uses those.
What do you
things.
do? You've checked the bridge. You've investigated. You looked it over. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
I'll go ahead and proceed forward slowly.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Oh boy. It's nice
Yeah.
knowing you.
If you would move your token with WASD, so it's one at a time, just in case,
Oh, okay.
because you're kind of
Yeah.
sneaking here and
Was the
How do you WASD it? Oh, as you it's just slow.
yeah, just move up to your movement.
okay? And I say we stop at the end.
Okay, so as you were kind of crossing this bridge,
Oh boy.
I would like you all to make another stealth check for me. There are no traps.
Do we still have the advantage? Or I have advantage?
You do.
Oh dear. Oh, actually, that's good. Okay, hold on.
I can't see
No.
the map, by the way.
Yeah, I can't either. Thanks
Okay,
for
okay.
saying something.
Well, I got a natural 20, so it's a 24
we-
in total.
Should be able to though.
Um,
18.
okay. It's because I
There's a
hid your
10 on the
characters off
second
the
one,
map
so-
because they're not there, but
Okay,
um,
that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
that's okay. If y'all want to see it, you can.
Look at the stream.
Just cheat and look at stream.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Stop me.
So, you make your way across, and as you're kind of stepping carefully and silently, you see loose stone and rocks, especially where the bridge is kind of carved out. But you're able to spot them. You carefully step over them and don't make any noise going across the bridge, and you do not encounter any traps.
Okay.
Meep and
Ooh,
Bryn, is there
go
anything
ahead.
else you'd like to do?
I just want to like poke my little eyes over a rock and just be vigilant.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my eyes over the same rock right beside hers.
So you just see Bryn's like burp, and then Meep's like,
Just wanted to make sure that y'all making sure I had what you were doing. So, Vin and Valken. I don't believe anyone in the party speaks Dwarven, right?
Let me double check.
I know I don't.
No.
Yeah, because y'all missed the writing in the when y'all were in,
That's
in the,
right.
in the mines.
stop making everything in orbit.
There was stuff in Giant today. Come on now. So you hear this person start to speak, turn around, and kind of wave their hand, say something, and they move here, and they squat down behind the battlements and kind of lay this piece of equipment kind of over the battlement, and then kind of remain still. You see another emerge on this side and kind of kneel down, almost sit, and pull out a similar mechanism, but not near as long and slender as the
So
other.
it's like a handheld cannon type deal.
So just to kind of give you a depiction, for the players, not the characters, since they haven't seen these before.
Sure.
This person pretty much has a very long musket, like a rifle.
Oh.
This person has something similar but shorter.
Oh, boy,
They have
I
access to
don't-
firearms.
I don't know how to deal with that.
All right, what would you like to do for Vin and Valken?
Do you want to see if we can go around the side and see if there's like a window or anything or
Um,
a rope?
First, I'd like to look over things and see if I can pick up any banners or insignias, or if these guys are wearing a noticeable uniform.
Make a perception check first.
Perception is, it's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're kind of looking, and as they were talking and kneeling, you could see that one of them kind of had an insignia around their neck, but you're close enough to see that it looks like the head of a ram.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm here. My cam is freaking out.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Okay. Neither of them are wearing like light blue
that's
colors.
that's
They're
the
not.
enemy.
They're not wearing light blue. Anything that Vin would like to do?
I want to move over. WSD. Like this way. Like I guess I want to get to the side of the castle. Like if I could
Yeah.
just drag my character, I would like to be here just to see if there's like
Don't,
any.
don't drag, you might run into a wall or something, and so.
Oh, yep, that is definitely what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would like to see if there are like any windows or small crevices or like anything like structurally damaged about this building. that we could like peep and like get inside of
Sure.
it.
Make a perception check for me.
Come on, dice. Nice. Okay, hold on. Let me see what my perception is. 2, 19, 20, 21.
Awesome. So as you're kind of looking and you're sneaking about, mind you, you're both invisible, so Valken and Vin don't know where each other are.
Oh shoot! I didn't tell him.
So you move to the
I didn't
side
think about that.
and you're looking, and you see in the tower there's like a window, but it's pretty high up. The stone is kind of rough hewn, if not kind of weathered and worn down. You might could climb. From where you're standing, you can see kind of a couple of areas on this side of the wall where there are like small, like almost like wide enough to where you could shoot an arrow out of, if that makes sense, or perhaps a firearm. Since this place
But not
was designed to be
necessarily
a
wide enough to,
fortress,
like,
yeah,
sprinkle in.
no. But the walls being kind of in rough shape, you know, being able to see this far, you might be able to climb it. Since it's kind of falling apart, it would be easier than just a sheer, you know, surface where you'd have to do a check for that. You could probably climb it with ease since it's kind of jutting out and stuff. There's also the risk that maybe some stones fall out too. So there's a risk reward there depending on what you'd want to do. But
Okay.
You do see another figure sort of walking this wall area and disappears out of your sight just a moment as they're kind of doing rounds. And you hear talking, not quite excited, but almost like raised whispers, but you don't know what they're
Gotcha.
saying.
So not in between the sights of the the line when we first approached, and not in between the sights of the line on the side. So I'm like maybe like right, move my character like in the middle of this thing. I like quietly like pick up a rock and then like drop it like ever so small, like a little pebble sound, so that Valken knows where, and like he knows where I am.
Okay. So, if you're dropping a small pebble, let's see what Valken's passive perception is.
It's decent.
You drop the small pebble, and it's kind of trying to get attention, hoping that he's close by. You hear, and you wait. And you wait. You don't hear anything. You get the sense that it may not have made a whole lot of noise, kind of directly outside of where you are, especially since the wind is whipping here at the top of the mountain. What
Darn
you
it.
do see, however, is since you are on this side, this portion sort of juts out as the mountain starts to curve backwards. And you can see a little bit to the north and somewhat to the northeast of this area. And as you're sort of looking, you see in the distance vast army, thousands and thousands of soldiers, maybe several miles away. And as you're
Like
kind
from
of
the direction that we came through the bridge, or no?
on that side of the wall, and you kind of are getting your bearings. Valken, as you're standing there trying to figure out, you know, what your plan is, and you look off to the left, several miles that way, you see another army, thousands and thousands of soldiers.
So
Okay.
Ram Crown is amassing an army.
He sees a different
something.
army. There are two.
With different outfits on?
Way too far to tell.
Oh,
Miles away. Miles away.
sure.
But as you're looking and you hear whispering, let's see. you hear some excited kind of utterances. Valken, you still see these two sort of positioned here. And you see someone appear out of the side of the fortress here, then begins walking. And that is where we'll end our episode tonight.
What?
Remember, we're still invisible next time.
Yeah, I remember that. That's true.
Yeah,
You
I
are
don't
invisible.
wanna,
Make a
I don't
note on
wanna-
your sheet or something.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't want to be dead. This
So
is a lot of
God.
people to fight.
That's
I
good.
hope you all had fun today.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. A little tense there, but we'll see what happens next week, which I believe Locke will be joining to finish out next week as well. So we will have
We get
both
Meep for
Ron and Meep
Oh
potentially.
my god, Ron's
Nice.
gonna think Meep is a small child. It's gonna be great.
You also have no idea where Ron
Kinda
is,
is.
so
Oh, yeah.
you don't know what's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
we'll figure that out next week. But first, before we go too further, we will do some quick shout outs for people to let you all know what they got going on in the next week. I won't put our guest on the spot, so we can kind of figure out what we got going on here. We'll start with Bunny Dreadful. Let everybody know what you got going on there.
Hi. I'm Bunny Dreadful, or Joe, or Bun Bun, whatever. I'm an art streamer on Twitch, here, where we all are. If you like to watch me draw things, come hang out. I'll be streaming on Tuesday. I usually do Tuesday and Thursdays in the evenings, and I draw lots of D&D character art. I did the character art for this show, so if you'd like the character, I don't know, the character art that you're seeing now, I did that, as well as all the other overlays. So if you like that, come hang out and watch me draw some more D&D things. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Bun. Up next is going to be Virtual Spectre.
Hello. I am Virtual Spectre, content creator from the future, and we've been playing a ton of Final Fantasy XIV lately. It's been super fun. We're getting through the story and doing a little bit of PvP and dungeons, so that's something you enjoy. Definitely check out the stream and also follow me on the socials. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. One moment while I fix something real quick. But up next is going to be Mac and Cheese, please.
I'm Mac and Cheese, please. I am a streamer and a YouTuber, and I make Minecraft content. You guys are welcome to join. I'll be streaming on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, and I'll also be streaming on YouTube tomorrow on Saturday, probably around like 10 or 11. If you want to join for some Pocket Pixels, which is Minecraft fused with Pokemon, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's me.
Last but not least, our special guest, Loch Ness. I've got all your links for you and for Secret Adventure Society. Tell people what you're all about.
Thank you. Yeah, so I stream on Twitch basically every night. Been playing a lot of Wrench Simulator and a lot of Phasmophobia. But also every other Wednesday we stream D&D at 7:30 Central Time. We have a campaign called Secret Adventure Society, and it's my passion project and I love it so much. And yeah, so come check that out on Wednesday. But also just thank you guys for having me, because this has been really fun, and it's always fun to like, I don't know, it's so weird hopping in on a campaign like in the middle of it, but it's like really cool. So
Yeah.
it's been cool.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
me.
MVP.
Hi, this is Maximus, and I live in this channel. Meep, you have won the vote for MVP, so please add an inspiration to your character sheet.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it
Okay.
does. I like D&D, and we play it every Friday, and I like other games, and I play those Wednesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes other days. More importantly, if you want to support the show, we've got a Patreon, we've got merch, and then if you miss one, go watch the VOD or listen to the podcast. So thanks everybody for watching, we will see next time what happens at this fortress, full of people.
Probably die.
Who knows? You have
But our corpses will be okay for a while. So it's fine.
you have no idea. But we're gonna end here. Everyone have a fantastic night, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.